Hi, I'm Dee Dee Caldwell with Global Location Strategies. We're here to talk to you today about virtual site visits. A virtual site visit is when the consultant and potentially the company visit your community in a virtual manner so that they can get a better understanding of what your site and your community has to offer before they actually go through the time and expense to come to your location. The virtual site visit is a presentation of your community, your site or building, and all of your assets so that the company and the consultant that's helping the company better understand what your value proposition is. This is really your first chance to shine because it's often the very first opportunity you will have to talk directly to the consultant and the company. This is an opportunity for you to present your community in the best possible light, while also being very honest and practical about what you have to offer. So we will want to look at your site and building characteristics. We want to know about utilities. We want to know about logistics infrastructure and service. We want to know about workforce, training capabilities. We also want to know about your cost structure, and we may talk about incentives as well. It's also appropriate for you to include a short demonstration, a video, maybe a short PowerPoint slide deck of the unique assets that your community has to offer from a quality of life standpoint. So now we'd like to give you some tips about how to have a successful virtual site visit.
A vital piece of preparing for your virtual site visit is aligning your team. Economic development is a team sport, and how well your team works together becomes very apparent during a virtual site visit. One stakeholder out of alignment can significantly impact your team's performance, and companies don't want to locate in places with mixed messaging about the site's capabilities or your community's interest in their project. You need to assign a quarterback, who will probably be the economic development project manager, and that person should be responsible for rallying the team around a common message and goal, and for preparing each stakeholder for their unique role during the virtual site visit.
When you conduct your virtual site visit, remember, think like the client. Don't just talk about the things that you want to talk about. Put yourself in their shoes. Look at your project description, the RFP, the questionnaire, and try to look at the information provided and understand what matters to them. Maybe they have a large workforce demand with particular skill sets that they need. Don't just tell them what it is that you currently have with your workforce or your training. Put together a plan. Tell them the timeline and the cost. Solve the issue before they even ask about it. Put yourself in their shoes. Think like the client.
Another important element to consider during a virtual site visit is to tell a clear story about the community and property that you are showcasing. It's important, first of all, to make sure the client, the company, and the consultant know where you are located. There are lots of Jefferson counties, lots of Greenvilles across the U.S., so it can be hard to have a clear understanding of where they are in the first place. So having relevant maps and different things to orient the client will help get the visit off on the right start. Also, a PowerPoint could be helpful in telling the story of the community. You can have slides with lots of visuals to, again, orient, tell about the community, highlight some workforce programs and things that you have as well. Having that PowerPoint can make the visit go more smoothly and really keep the transition going throughout the process.
Rule number 4, be a pro at the technology you're going to use. So you may have been on some of those Zoom calls recently where one party or the other doesn't know how to connect, doesn't know how to share their screen. Make sure that you walk through this with your team. If you're going to be using Zoom, make sure that everyone has practice on how to connect, how to share their screen, how to go on mute, and how to make sure that they only have one audio and mic going at a time so you don't get that awful echo. This will make sure that you have a very smooth virtual site visit process where it's as seamless as possible. You want to try to approximate a site visit in real life as much as you can through web-enabled technology. So if you follow these rules, you will be able to conduct a successful virtual site visit. And this will position you to receive the much sought after site visits from the company itself. Global Location Strategies has been offering this technology to its clients, its corporate clients, since 2012, and we're now bringing this technology to economic developers who want to sharpen their skills. If you'd like to learn more about how we can do this, please just contact us at globallocationstrategies.com, and we'd be happy to schedule a virtual site visit with your community.